Alright, hello people, I'm the dude, and this is my rant review for the Chinese martial arts movie Unbeatable. Ran into the trailer for this one completely on accident, and it looked pretty good. It's modern mixed martial arts, Muay Thai, Judo, a little bit of everything. Not Judo, Jiu-Jitsu, boxing. A little bit of everything all mixed into one. Uh, it's okay. Uh, I think it had real pacing issues, and none of the characters were particularly likable, even though the main character was supposed to be. And the mixed martial arts, they basically just grabbed every highlight reel shot out of every big mixed martial arts moment and tried to dump them all into this one movie. The Anthony Pettis kick is in here, and I don't think most people remember this, but that kick wasn't even a knockout. It's just another strike, but they make it out like it's the second coming of Christ or some shit. As far as the mixed martial arts go, the whole, he runs at the cage, jumps off, and they kicks him. He kicks Henderson. But yeah, it's an okay movie. For the very last fight, the villain, the bad guy or whatever, the one he was fighting, he was more interesting than the main character and his student combined. At least he had some personality. I don't know. The student is just, he's got a really great work ethic, and he learns really fast, faster than anyone actually would. I think he learns how to be a mixed martial artist in like 2 months, which is completely and utterly ridiculous. Uh, it's out of the realm of possibility to be that good in 2 months. But his character is completely unlikable because he's boring. He's bland. He's a blank slate. His master was what he calls him. His teacher, the guy who's teaching him how to box. He ends up taking his place at the end of the movie as the student gets completely destroyed in his third match in this tournament. He gets annihilated. The guy, I think he like dislocated his shoulder or broke his arm or something. He messed up one of his arms really badly. He might have actually messed up both his arms by that point. I can't remember, but at the end of that third fight, he like picks him up and then rear like body slams him backwards on his neck. And I thought he was dead. I thought he was dead. It was the best part of the whole movie. Not because he was dead, but because, that they had the balls to do that, I thought. Because that's the way, like, time slowed down and, like, the screen faded and everything. And the way they made it look, it was like, it looked like he broke his neck and he was dead or paralyzed or something. Spoilers, it turns out he's not. He's perfectly fine. It looked catastrophic, but he's fine. But yeah, after that, his sensei has to take his place. And this guy was a champion boxer back in his day, but he knows nothing about mixed martial arts. Again, he trains for like a month or something and becomes a mixed martial arts master. But he steps in the ring with the same guy that defeated his apprentice, student, whatever. And that's probably the best moment in the whole movie, that fight. Because, you want him to win. He's getting revenge for his student. The guy he's against is probably the best, character in the entire movie. He's, like I said, he's got a little personality to him. He's really stylish and flashy. But yeah, it's a good fight. That's where the Pettis kick comes in. It was either that or the fight before that. I can't remember. But the whole rest of the movie is the teacher, the master, trying to like find a relationship with this woman and her daughter. He ends up moving in with them. I can't remember why. I honestly couldn't tell you. It happened at the very beginning of the movie. But the whole movie, he's with the kid and he's like, trying to be nice to her and be friendly and all this, and they kind of have a relationship, and then the mom gets in on it, and I guess they end up together at the end. Maybe. It's hard to tell. The end is like kind of a slideshow of random scenes and all kinds of stuff, and he meets up with a girl at the end, and it turns out that she's okay, and I'm not sure what happened with him and the mom, though. I don't know. It's hard to say. But like I said at the beginning, there's real pacing issues here. I mean, you go to the whole family thing where he's with the mom and the kid, and then you get an MMA fight, and then you go back to the family thing, and then you get an MMA fight. They couldn't be any farther different. It's not even possible. Tonally, pacing-wise, it's like, fast-paced martial arts action, and then slows down for this, like, romantic drama thing with the kid and the wife and all that. I don't know. I mean, it was hard to pay attention to the other stuff when I just got done watching, an MMA fight. Some guy like getting his head beat in, and is he gonna make it? Big tension there, and then it's like slows down for this drama stuff over and over again. I don't know. Overall, it was an okay movie. The fighting scenes were good enough, but they weren't anything new or interesting. Like I said, they just grabbed every highlight reel shot. MMA, they put in their little intro in the UFC and stuff like that. They just grabbed all that and threw it into the MMA fights. Wasn't anything new. And the drama stuff, I don't know, it was okay. The whole she's pretending to be the big bad wolf thing was cheesy as hell. And I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the kid was likable enough, but I don't know if it actually worked at the end of the day. Those scenes, I don't know if they worked. It's hard to say. He did earn the whole reunion with the little girl at the end though, where he's like, he says something like "stomp on my foot," and what he means is like stand on my feet, and they kind of like dance around. Whatever. Uh, it's cheesy, but yeah, I guess he earned the relationship with the daughter. Not so much the mom though. But anyways, it was an okay movie. I don't know what else to say. Would I recommend it? Probably not. Probably not. At the end of the day, probably not. Because if you're a mixed martial arts fan, there's so much here that's not that. If you're like a fighting movie fan, this isn't really that exciting of a movie. It's not really an action movie at all. I don't know what it is. So I don't know who I would recommend. If you want like romantic type stuff, you're gonna have to deal with all the mixed martial arts. So I don't know who you'd recommend this to be honest. It's two very different things blended together. And like I said, none of the characters are particularly memorable or likable, so I don't know. Take that for what you will. Unbeatable, I think it was in 2013. Rant review. I'll see you guys next time.